Hey friends, Libby Lynn here from Crown of Beauty magazine. I'm in the car right now, headed to Nashville, Tennessee. Well, not exactly headed, I'm already in Nashville, but we're headed to our venue. I'm so excited because we are headed to the 49th annual Dove Awards. This video is going to be really fun because I'll be giving you a behind the scenes look at what happens at the Dove Awards. We're going to be taking you into the press room. Now this is our first time covering the Dove Awards. Several years ago we did media at the K-Love Fan Awards and that was lots of fun, but I really don't know what to expect. There are going to be so many wonderful artists performing, and in the press room it's really fun because artists will come back and the group can ask them questions and take pictures, and so if you've ever been curious to know what it's like in a press room, this video will show you. Right now we're headed to go pick up our media credentials. The event will be happening at the Lipscomb University, and I think before they've done it at the Ryman and they've done it at the Grand Ole Opry, but this time they're kind of expanding with a larger auditorium so they can bring more fans in and have like a larger stadium experience. So we officially picked up the credentials. We're official now. We're here, and it's gonna be a while before anything starts, so we're just hanging out for a little bit, getting some pictures, and then I think we're gonna go grab some lunch. Red carpet is actually kind of small. The first time I came to an event, I was picturing it to be a lot bigger, because like when you see it on TV, it only goes to there, and so I was kind of expecting it to be bigger, but it's cute. So there'll be lots of artists on here having lots of fun. Hey, so we decided to step outside and find some food because it's lunchtime, even though they're doing rehearsals. It's kind of fun because they have all the artists coming through rehearsing for their songs. So instead of walking all the way to Chick-fil-A, because we didn't know exactly where it was and how long it would take, we decided to eat here. It's just a place on the campus, Avon Payne, I guess. Kind of an odd name, but I got a Southwest chicken salad that looks super good, so I'm excited to eat that and just keep enjoying the day. So I also told Mom that while we're out here we can enjoy all the random golf carts going by because they have to like transfer people for the event and stuff, and I told Mom my favorite person who goes by is Duncan from Newsboys because he's a drummer and every time he goes by he's like So it's, I think, like 5 minutes before the show starts. We are hanging out here in the press room. As you can see, it's filling up. There's lots of people here. My mom's head. There's lots of lovely media people here tonight, so we're going to be hanging out with them. And there is the stage area where people can come back and answer questions.
Can I use this one too?
Well, I don't know. At this point, you're probably not meant to, but I don't think anybody's going to stop you.
Let's go for it.
How are you guys doing? You guys all right? You guys get like locked in a cabin out here.
They're feeding you well though. That actually smells really good.
Yeah, I actually think you guys have got the right idea. I think you've got better food than they do backstage, so props to you guys.
Y'all explored a lot of new sounds on the new album, and it probably put y'all in a position to use a lot more backing tracks or bring a lot of different instruments out on stage. And so I love that tonight you had like marimba's up there, an extra drum set. Mark, your guitarist, did some keys instead of before switching to guitar. So was there kind of like a decision-making process of like, are we going to bring all these new instruments out, or like kind of where did that come from?
We do think when we record a record, we're a very live band, so we do think often from how are we going to present this live. It's interesting though. With this one, we have diversified. We've added more drums, which seems to be preposterous. Like we have added that. Say you're very perceptive. We added that second drum kit, and we just have fun with it, man. That's the beauty of music. Is I think once you start, this is probably a life principle as well. Once you start buckling down and set yourself rules and regulations as to how you're going to create a song, or what instruments you're going to use for the song, or what range it needs to be in. It's for me. I think for us both, it starts stifling us. So. Every step of the way for the record, and it's a long way around, like for Joy, for instance, the song we just played, we did 80 versions of it before we kind of settled on the right one. So it is a long way around, but I think it's a very rewarding way around because you're just, art is meant to be creative and kind of lawless and exciting, and hopefully with the show, record, when you listen to it, you feel that sense, obviously honest and guttural and true, but you feel sonically and visually that sense of like
Burn the Ships is obviously a song called that as well, and my wife walked through a season where she was addicted to pills actually about 4 years ago, and I was actually in Austin, Texas when I got the call that I needed to come home. And when I got home, I found my wife in a spot where we needed to go get some help. And so next day we go to a mental hospital and we walk that journey together. And you find yourself when you're an artist, not too long after that, writing a song. And I really wanted my wife to know that, the past doesn't have to consume the future. And so I had heard the story about an explorer who went to a new land, and when he went to the new land, he asked all of his soldiers and all the ships to go and let's go and explore the horizons, go explore the mountains. And he realized that the soldiers didn't want to come with him. And he called them back all onto the shoreline again a few days later, and he says, as soon as they're all on the shoreline, hey, burn the ships, because we're not going back, we're not retreating, we're moving forward. And that song kind of embodies, I think, for a lot of people these days, we've all made mistakes in life. And so for a lot of us, we need to burn the ships, we need to burn the things that are in our past, and we need to see what the future has for us. So that for me is a song that is very, very special.
feels amazing. I had 8 nominations this year. Getting 4 of them is pretty good. So I'm just grateful, honestly. So many people have worked very, very hard around me to make things like this a possibility. And I think this is just a testament to a lot of people working really hard, and being honored by your peers is really cool.
What advice do you have for other singer-songwriters?
Yeah, I would say some advice for other singer-songwriters would be to diligently serve the people in front of you and do it with the spirit of excellence and the spirit of purpose, and not look for a bigger crowd or a bigger opportunity, but become bigger in the space that God has entrusted you with. The Bible says that a man's gift makes room for itself. So we don't have to elbow our ways into rooms. We just hone our gift and watch as God expands what's around us. My single, Known, is probably the most important song that I've ever been a part of. For me, it's just been a doorway for God teaching me some really important things that I need to learn. And one of those is that image is overrated. So as grateful as I am for all of these pictures and getting to hold these trophies, this doesn't matter as much as what's happening inside of my heart. And God knows those things. And in the midst of all of my brokenness and imperfection, in the midst of all of his knowledge of me, he still loves me. And that is the heart of that song. And I think that's why it's connected with so many people. Well, I was really at a place 3 years ago ready to lay all of this down. You know, being an artist and what that means. Because I really, honestly, I just love the local church. I love serving in the local church. And that is a worthwhile cause to give your life to. And so I was really content with that. And so I decided to step away from the band that I was in. I was in a band called Royal Taylor. And I knew that stepping away from that could possibly mean that I was stepping away from the whole opportunity. So it's been cool to see that once I got to the place where I was willing to lay down what I had been holding so tightly to, that God really blessed me with opportunities I never thought possible.
How do you feel the people at home singing your song in different languages?
I love it. She said, how do you feel when other people are singing your song in different languages? I absolutely love it. I actually just sang it in Spanish for a Bethel Music recording. It says, I won't keep going because it sounds terrible when I sing it. I'm sure it sounds great when you sing it. No, it's incredible to see the Lord doing things with the song all across the world. It's insane. I love it, love it, love it. And plus it sounds better in Spanish too. So.
Have you caught wind of the controversy around the use of the word reckless?
Oh, yeah. I've seen it all. I love it, man. I love that people care enough to talk about it. I love that people care enough about the Word of God to actually go, is this right or is this not? It doesn't bother me, you know, like, my soul is not troubled. I feel like the Lord said what he wanted to say, and I felt from the beginning just not to get into a fight, you know, because it doesn't help. You know, social media arguing is like the goofiest thing in the world. You try to persuade people, and it's like they end up more bolstered in their opinion than they were before. So the Lord is kind of like, hey, let it be what it is, and let it ride. But I truly do love that people are being, I believe it's called Bereans, which the Bible says that those are the ones that search out the Scripture to see, is this true in the Scripture or is it not? That's beautiful to me.
What's the coolest thing that you've heard, like someone saying that this song has impacted them?
Yeah, she said, what's the coolest thing that you've seen that the song has impacted? Honestly, there are so many messages. The most beautiful things that I see are, hey, last night I randomly heard your song. I was on the brink of suicide. I was planning on killing myself. I had a letter. I've seen it, you know, we've gotten so many letters and social media and emails where they said I was actually planning to take my life. I randomly heard your song, and for the first time, God's love made sense. And I got chills right now. I guess I'm preaching right now or something, you know? But But when you hear something like that the love of God makes sense to someone for the first time, that's when I'm like, okay, I've done what I've set out to do, you know?
And here's the aftermath of the awards. Confetti all over the floor. Those poor people that have to sweep it up. And then back there, they're deconstructing the stage. It's looking like a stadium again, not so much like a stage. So it's officially the end of the awards, and these people who have been working hard all day long have to keep working, and I bet they're really, really hungry. Well, friends, the Dove Awards have officially ended, as you saw in the last clip, with the confetti and everybody cleaning up. And I joke about the cleanup crew and the work crew being hungry, but they started working at 10 o'clock this morning, and I heard over the loudspeaker that they were able to have a meeting at catering at 4 o'clock. So I know they ate some time within the day, but I'm sure they were very hungry. For example, when Cory came in after winning all of his awards, when he came into the press room, he was over in the corner just stuffing food in his mouth as quickly as possible. Several of the artists commented on, is it closed?
I think it might be.
Oh, you guys, we found a Chick-fil-A. We were gonna go to Arby's, and then, I don't know what their hours are. Is there someone in there? Maybe? We were gonna go to Chick-fil-A. Does anyone know when they close? It'll be very delayed. You guys can't answer us yet. What does the hours say? 6 to 10.
It's 10:15.
Oh, 10:15. Alright, so I guess we're going back to Wendy's if they're open. Well, that was exciting and then very disappointing all at once.
We still got
Did you guys hear her? She said, it's not Sunday.
Sunday and we still got disappointed.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A has the ability to break your heart, that's for sure.